Hello and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition on Nightmare. Last time we finished up some stuff in the Western Approach, found the Astrarium Cave, I think that's where we last left off. Found all the shards, we're doing draconology research for Frederick. We're here to quickly check some stuff on the board. War table. It's not a board, it's a war table. And then we're going to go back to Western Approach and go to the final sort of area we haven't explored in there to get the last thing that he needs. So she found us some Lazurite and Vandalaria. That's pretty good. She got us some Everwhite and then Cullen's quest. Alright, Commander, everyone's grateful for the new cook. Good meal after a long day, certainly lifts the spirits. Talk around the dinner table to become more lively. Supplies in the approach are limited, but I swear that man can cook anything from nothing. One night he managed to produce fish and egg pie. I haven't had one of those since Starkhaven. Sometimes the smallest things remind you what you fight and protect. Night Captain Ryland. So, made him happy with some food, and then I believe I have one more. So yeah, this quest, Cullen wants to go and receive reports of demanding gold mines at the hills south of Cathedral Keep. Mine's still producing. Dispatch soldiers to take it. Let's put Cullen on that. I think that's his last quest. And now I remembered we need a lot of elf fruits. I'm going to send the hinterlands. Liliana will get elf fruit.
Inquisitor.
And I think I can send Josephine to gather herbs and see what she can find.
Inquisitor.
And that's that. Let's head on back to Western Approach. We've got most of the things around there. We just need this one last area, I think. And then doing this draconology. Oh, and there's one, I found that other red lyrium. Last time we ended after, I think, I found that red lyrium shard. That was where we ended. Not in the Astrarian Cave. So, this is where we gotta go. To find the manuscript of some authority. A Tevinter manuscript on dragons for Frederick to look at and use to uncover things. So when I go into this next area, you're going to see me do something. I'm going to explain this now before we get there. I'll probably bring it up again when you see me doing it just to make sure you understand. One of the things about this game that is problematic that I don't like so much that I brought before is that there is a certain amount of random item dropping, specifically in regards to schematics for building weapons and armor. Those are random. A lot of them. There's specific ones that are dropped in certain places from certain enemies, or that appear in certain stores. There's a whole bunch of them that are just straight up random. They're just completely random. And they're sort of rare chests that can drop things, but might not. And there's a limited number of them. So if you use them all and don't get everything you want, well, that's it. However, the game has what is maybe an oversight. We honestly aren't really sure. That basically is if you go into a chest or anything that has items in it, and you, let's say, take some of the stuff but leave something in there, leave that area and come back, the chest will refill with items on your next visit. So a chest that is a rare enough chest to drop, let's say, I don't know, a good tier 2 or tier 3 schematic, can be theoretically farmed over and over again. I'm not going to do farming on this Let's Play. Not to say that I won't be doing it on this save file. I won't be doing it on video for you, because I think that's just boring. But you may see me sometimes enter a new area and explicitly leave things in chests. That is why I am doing it. There may be times where I come off stream and... Let's read this note. There may be times when I, okay, so this is the last region of the approach. So, I take some stuff, but not all of it. I'm probably going to come back sometime off stream and farm it, hopefully for schematics. And I will usually tell you if I've been doing that, so you can know if I got some random schematic where it came from. That's sort of the idea behind stuff. So that's going to happen here, most likely. You'll see. Paralyze that sucker. Take him down. So yeah. And in here you can see there's going to be a dungeon to explore momentarily once I'm taking out these vents, as Bull would put it. At least I know how to get the berries. And then after, so while I'm in there, there's going to be a bunch of chests. Ooh, mosaic piece. A bunch of chests that I only partially empty. And like I said, this is why. I think there's supposed to be missing one landmark here, I believe. I thought it would be over here. Maybe it's past the barrier. We'll see. Just going to run around and make sure I have all the loot. That's where my V button, the button I was using for loot, wasn't like producing the ping for a little while. Okay. Yes, that's much of lazarite. I'm okay not grabbing that for the moment. And the barrier. Let's deal with this shit.
So the Venatori want to keep us out. Shall we disappoint them?
Yes. Where did that guy go? So that's a glitch, everyone. That's not a door that, like, opens. Oh. See, yeah, this isn't... I'm not supposed to be in here. Definitely. Let's loot this. Well, everyone teleported in. I really hope that I can get out. If not, we're going to have to fast travel. So, Varric just made it out. Let's use him. Okay, then. You guys just saw a fun little glitch there. Hope you enjoyed it. We just spent a bunch of potions. I think we're going to be fine. I don't think I'm going to fast travel. It seems silly to me. Alright. Let's see, for instance, this chest. 3 things in it. I don't really want any of these, but I'll take the potions built. Yeah, so when I come back here, I can check that chest. If I leave the western approach, well, actually, when I come out after doing this dungeon, I'm going to be able to see an example of that. So there's only one thing in there. I don't know if those chests have a chance of getting schematics, but if they do, I don't want to risk it. And there's going to be bigger, more rare chests in here that are much more likely to have schematics. We're likely to get at least one schematic in this dungeon. So it's the kind of thing that, yes, unfortunately, you're like, after you've cleared it out, you run in, go to all the chests, carefully take out schematics and leave everything and gold, and you leave everything else. Or if it's just gold and a schematic in a chest, you might like take the schematic, leave the gold, and then come back. Just because the schematic's going to be more valuable in the end game. There's an unlimited amount of gold. There's not an unlimited number of chests. But, that's all the sound cut out. Did it cut out for you guys? We'll see. Okay, it came back. Deal with this punk. That's a petrified demon of some kind. Hanging out. Come on, guys, he's still right there. There. Dunzo. Alright. I believe that's a good thing to take. The references are obscure. They point to a single power sealed at the height of the old empire. Tevinter's involvement in the region predates the first blight. Detailed accounts of the location are non-existent, but there are some promising leads who provide with men and supplies who don't turn empty-handed. So I think this is an area the Venatori were exploring.
Everything's frozen. I don't think this was the Venatori. No. I'd say some ancient Tevinter decided to alter time. I'm surprised it didn't go better.
What is it with time magic in this game? Jeez. Alright. That is a rarer box than can exist. That's not a very good ring. I'm just gonna walk away from it. It'll reload the next time I come here. And, Has the Minotaur fighting demons that are locked in time. Everyone loves time magic. It's everyone's favorite. Alright. Go chest hunting. Let's see about what's in this snake box. So yeah, see, schematic. Take that. I'll take the longsword grip. Leave the Vitar, that's not very good. You might see me do this more often. But,
Nothing's happening. The magic here is interfering with the anchor.
I can't just steal the rift because it's sealed in time. Precision scout hat. It's cool, but it's not that good. I'm not going to give it to anyone for sure. And let that reload. There's a locked door for Barrack to take care of. Come on, Skippy. Show him what you're made of. Awesome. These are generally some rare stuff. Read. As much as woven through the history of Tevinter, there are good reasons, quite aside from the chanty sermons, that such arts are now frowned upon. Consider the ancient magisters who once attempted to map the fate itself, a worthy goal perhaps, but a costly one. When their spells exhausted their lyre and supplied, the magisters spilled the blood of countless slaves. To what end? The shifting nature of the fade made the effort futile, and so much death of the magister over to possession by demons, wasteful. Some still idolize Tyrina of the Rock, who used blood magic against the Kunari during the Steel Age. They say she cut her flesh on the shore of Marnas Hell, as the dreadnought sailed in, turned her spells against their crews, and boiled the very blood in their veins. A terrifying display to be sure, but against Kunari, it only made them more determined when they besieged the ports of Karasts. What of Magister Calanthus, that fool who believed he could make himself the ascended man with blood magic? 33 slaves died in that rite, and Calanthus became an abomination so horrific that his apprentices tore out their eyes at the sight of him. You quote the example of the lovers Crescens and Seraphinian. Yes, Seraphinian offered his blown blood to cure Crescens of her wasting disease, and the Crescens lived a long life. But if the noblest use of blood magic still causes the death of a good man, is that not enough reason to consider? Interesting. Things against blood magic. So these are, I think this is a set thing. So this will actually repeatedly reincur with all of these materials in them. There's no way for me to take some of these, so I could take like 9992 and then have it refresh. If I take some of these, all of these will reappear, but I want all of these. Actually, I think I'm just going to not take the hardwood right now and test this theory of mine. You won't see what the results of that theory is, but I'll probably tell you if something happens. Again, Snake Box can have things. We've seen it. Did not, so we're not going to worry about it. It's in here. 2 schematics. A Tier 3 Greatsword and a Tier 3 Dagger. It's a cool shield. Not a good shield that anyone's going to use. Don't bother with it. Sure, I can't sell it and make money. But, you know, there's a mosaic piece. Free our slaves. 9 out of 12. Awesome. Alright, so Liliana's done with her thing. That is a big deal, is this whole, you know, schematics thing. To some, it's annoying. They don't care about it. They would rather just use loot they find. Others are just cool with whatever schematics they get. But I'm telling you, some great schematics are random. And I want them. I mean, I'll admit it. I want good schematics to make good stuff and be cheap and awesome. There's some schematics that you guaranteed to get, but, well, if you do certain things. I don't use longbows. This might be a good sword, so I'll take the gold and the sword, leave the longbow since it's not something I'll ever use. Look at this normal sized chest. This is one that reoccurs. This is Dorian. Take that. These are all good. And this is clearly sort of one that isn't. I don't think I can use that to farm amulet of powers for Dorian. Actually, I might have heard that you can. Interesting. Well, I just wasted that chance doing that, but I don't want to cheat in that way, so I'm not worried. Let's do that. That works for me. Potion's belt. I'm just going to let him have that because he doesn't have a belt, and I'll give him something. That gives him an ability point to spend. Let's see what we can put that on. Oh, I can get him Walking Bomb. Awesome. So let's get Walking Bomb, and the next level I can upgrade it to this. So Walking Bomb, you curse an enemy, inflicting ongoing spirit damage, and trigger the curse in a devastating explosion. Violent Walking Bomb. If Walking Bomb kills your target, the effect spreads to nearby enemies, causing secondary explosions. It's awesome. I want him to do that a lot. It's a good move. Definitely one of the Necromancer's better abilities in this game. Anyways, I think that was every chest. There might be more up here. Let me see. Ping is saying, oh, there's something. Take the gold, leave the armor. It's not very good armor. A little bit of gold, it won't be worth possibly not getting a schematic out of that later. So yeah, that's cool. Nothing over this way. All around. Let's proceed forward. Through the doors. More people frozen. Loop around and get this chest that I know is there because I'm smart. Scan Vanguard mail. Not bad. Take the Malachite, take the gold. Leave the Legion to the Dead Mill. Works for me. There's no chest there. Let's open this door. And
the texts describe a chamber. This must be it.
Adventures. There's Lucanus, our enemy, that we noticed. Let's notice who we've got over here. I believe there's more than meets the eye. 2 marksmen, 2 zealots, and Lucanus is a mage. He has fire resistance. Alright. I believe that's all the Venatori in this room. The demons are all sealed up, so I'm not worried. Freeze him in place, and let's zoom in to deal with this issue. Let's deal with these guys now. Marksmen are annoying, and I don't like them. Stasis field, disruption field? Yeah, it didn't really work, but I tried. Deal with him. There we go. Takes out all the Aventers. Screw that noise. Hyper weave. Hyper weave. I believe that is his staff stuck in an animation. That's always fun. There we go. Now his body's integrated and it's gone. And Master Cleansing Rune, which is always dropping a keystone.
He's carrying this stone for a reason.
We need to collect
the markings on it. I've heard of keystones that bear the same.
There's 2.
Keep searching. There may be more.
Chest up there. But we know that there's a manuscript of some authority that we are searching in this room. Let's see what we can find. Another keystone. 2 chests to look at.
Hey, Varric, are you going to write me into one of your stories? How could I not?
Take that staff.
When you do, make sure you describe the musculature right. Because this isn't just endurance work. There was a lot of strength training to get here. You want to use words like rippling or ripped. Ripped is good, too.
The Iron Bull's belly was prone to rippling after every meal. He rarely wore shirts as they ripped under the strain.
That hurts, Varric. That's hurtful.
I love them. So good. Alright. Leave those chests where they are. Leave that. As you can see, it is legitimately super duper random. But the chests are here. I'm not really going to risk not getting the best I can from them. Let's loot this puppy. You're going to more likely be used than him. Alright. Some defender statues, yada yada yada. Down over here. Okay, there's another keystone. 4. And the last one. There is a purpose to this torch, by the way. You will see what it is in a little bit. This way. Here. Read this. Research notes. He's got the keystone. That's 5. Read this. Starvation somehow has a spell. Leave that. Vanguard armor that I don't care about. And then he'll use the key shards to open this door up here. Like a boss. See the door. Pop her open.
A staff. Is this what they were after?
I'd be careful with that if I were you. Just a thought.
Thoughts noted, Dorian. Thought noted. Good shield. Leave the gold. I like the gold, but leave it. Let's read. Journals on certain experiments. Heladius ignores all results that do not support his own hypotheses, brushing them off as anomalies and expected deviations. He posts that there will be an acceleration in the channel's creation, and will no doubt test the theory without guaranteeing its secure channel can be maintained. I have argued the inherent risks, the catastrophic tear in the veil that will result from such foolishness, but he is the others convinced. He grants only a sneering permission to conduct countermeasures in the event of a failure. If I am correct, the only course of action will be to redirect the resulting power into sealing the event itself. The odds of survival are less than ideal, but the surrounding lands will be preserved. So it looks like they planned this whole deal. So this is what the Veilfire is for. Master Spirit Room, pretty good. And let's take the staff. Tempest, pretty cool staff. And that did a thing.
Careful!
Time has resumed,
I
apparently.
think time's flowing again.
That's not what I wanted to hear.
Alright, let me look at Tempest, because if I recall, this is a really good staff. I'm going to raise my constitution and magic, less willpower, but I can maybe change this to grip and such. It does cold damage, which is... I think I want to stick with my staff at the moment. But I think this might be good for Dorian. He loses a little bit magic, but gains willpower, constitution. Yeah, I'll give him Tempest. Plus, it's got a skull on it. He's the necromancer, so I should give him the skull staff. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Anyways. Oh no, a shade. Alright, let's deal with these. Skippies. Gotta deal with him first. Put all your energy on this, buddy. Okay. Bull gets good use out of that demon slaying rune. That axe. All in all, this has thus far been a good, profitable venture. I got a good number of schematics, I was surprised. And then we got that Staff of Dorian, which is nice. And unfortunately, it also means that this rift is now open. But that's good, because we can always seal it. That's what I do, right? Sure.
Hurry, before this gets worse.
Worse than this?
Not fast. Oh, come on. This is not even the worst rift we've dealt with. Come on, Skippy. Get your head in the game. Raider Terror. They're rude. Not a big fan. They dropped some loot. We're going to grab that real quick as we can. There's a Despair Demon and maybe others waiting. Let's see if I can't do one of these. No, it's not going. Alright. Well, I seem not to have awoken Despair Demon, so I'm going to stick with this. Deal. It takes extra damage from fire, which makes my staff useful at the moment. It might be long-term useful for me to have a good fire staff, because then I have all 4 damage types, spirit, electricity, and fire at my disposal, so we'll see about that. 1, 2, and 3, and 5. Can I get these guys? If I get close enough, I can. Yeah. Take out 2. 2 and 1. It's good. Good money. They may not be the most important ones to take out, but I can't know what I'm taking out for if they exist, so you know, it's good. Fire him, fire. Or he'll be a douche. What is that he's got on him? I think he's protecting himself or something. Come on. Let the cats go. What a jerk. Paralyzing him. I can deal with this old hockey. Got it? Yeah. And there's the rift. Nice and close, all wrapped up in a bow. And seal it shut with that full of wrist. God, I love being me. Oh, I didn't notice it. This was sealed in time before. Now we can't activate this.
I'm rather sick of this place. You?
Next time, the damn demons can stay frozen.
Better to deal with them than to let them sit here frozen in time. You never know when that spell would come undone, if ever. So yeah, that elven thingy is nice and there, taking care of stuff, and we can head on out. And we have a manuscript to go give to Frederick. So we're going to go do that real quick. Good productive episodes. I don't know where the last landmark in this area is. That's one thing I'm going to need to... Actually, I have an idea. I think I might know where it is. I'm going to go... After Frederick, I'm going to go check on that, because... Yeah, you'll see. You will see very shortly. Oh, and so these 2 chests that are out here should have reloaded, so I can check that theory. I'm not sure if they'll reload, actually. I might have to leave the Western approach fully for them to reload. Yes, we have an investigation option. That battle axe was not there before, if I remember correctly. Oh, everyone, Varric and Dorian leveled up. Awesome. So now Dorian, I give him that upgrade that I was mentioning. Very good. Varric, I think. Change with finding and pointing out enemy vulnerabilities in entire party. Yes, let's critical chance bonus for everyone. I like that idea. That sounds good to me, quite frankly. What's in here? These weren't in here before. Let's take this for selling and leave the dagger. And we'll fast travel over to Frederick, who's over this way. Yeah, I do have an idea of where the last landmark might be, I think. I think there's another landmark in here. Let me check my journal. Yeah, 14 out of 15. I need one more. One more.
Inquisitor.
First, Frederick. I'm not... Okay.
It seems very unlikely that she could be nesting at this time of year. Ah, fellow researcher.
Right,
How can I
researcher.
help you?
Found a manuscript.
I found this manuscript on dragons in an ancient Tevinter laboratory. Will it help you?
What remarkable diagrams. Are these chambers of the draconic heart? Oh, if only I could read the script. Do you perhaps know a linguist? Or a Tevinter historian?
Don't look at me. Nobody's spoken that form of Tevin in 700 years.
Oh,
I don't, but the Inquisition might. I'll speak to our specialists.
I must go.
We'll have to speak some other time.
Gaining a bit of influence, I think. Is it this area? Yeah. They travel to here and loop around. I think I know what I'm looking for. But do not quote me. I'm wrong. Yeah, just a little thing to try and... So if I can do this, I've more or less wrapped up all the non-dragon things in the Western approach, I think. Every region, every shard, every Astrarium in the Astrarium quest. If I get every landmark, I think that's the last thing I need to do. I think it's up here. So I got that one already. It doesn't look like I did. Titan is going to be annoying. We'll just deal with him quickly. now I'm almost halfway to 16. Once we hit 16, we're going for that Hinterlands Dragon, because I'm pretty sure I'll be at a good level to take him down. Yeah, I think it's definitely up here. Let's go check it. That's why it's good that I waited to do a full Let's Play until I played the game. So, yep. Oh, oh. No, it's a quarry to claim. Oh, that's good, but not a landmark. Maybe it's both, or... Because there really isn't... Crap. Well, I'll figure that out later, so I'm going to be back here anyways. We have to go get this manuscript translated and do some other stuff at Skyhold. And you will see some of the results of that stuff on the next episode, so see you then.